Welcome to another episode of Flash Gaming Frog, starring the angriest Flash gamer to be a frog. And in this episode, I'm gonna talk about a rancid Flash game called Space Gems. It's an outer space themed match 3 game, and it sucks my frog slime harder than a black hole. It's so putrid, I'd rather suffocate in the cold heart of space while being eaten alive by a xenomorph. The first thing I want to mention about this game is that there's only one song in the entire soundtrack. And believe it or not, this song isn't half bad. Instead, it's completely bad. This song is so fucking generic that it makes the unlicensed song covers in Boogie for the Nintendo Wii sound like Michael Jackson times 10. And even though the instruction guide only has 5 sentences, the game developers still managed to royally fuck up the typography. Here, it says to make blast gems by combined 4 or more. This lack of proofreading is make me go insane. And despite the majority of the instructions having proper punctuation, the end of the 3rd sentence doesn't have a period. And now I want to see someone have a period and a shark tank because my rage is rising past the fucking stratosphere. As soon as the game begins, the instructions appear on screen again, this time without even giving you enough time to fully read them. The goal of the game is to connect the gems in order to collect fuel for the rocket. Fuck that idea. This game is so goddamn horrendous, it would be better use of the fuel if I used a gas pump to shove it up my ass and then set my farts on fire. Regardless, some levels begin with lines of 3 gems in a row that don't disappear completely. What the hell is that about? If this game won't even follow its own rules, then I'm not gonna follow the rules of my own series either. This game sucks my frog slime. The biggest problem about the game is that it's extremely boring and monotonous. Aside from the blast gems, which rarely come into play anyways, there is absolutely no variety to the gameplay, aside from the levels being bigger and taking longer to complete. It's like playing the same game over and over again, which sucks my frog slime harder than the vacuum of space. And to really rub salt in the wound, there isn't really any strategy involved. The only time I developed a strategy while playing this game was when I learned that you should start by matching gems at the bottom of the board and slowly working your way up. Other than that, it's genuinely faster to just guess which moves are better than others because it is very rarely useful to strategize your moves beyond the bare minimum. This is mostly due to the fact that you can't see what color gems are above the screen. Considering that each stage is longer than the last, there is no way that anyone would willingly play every single level in this game. I mean, look at how many fucking levels there are. It would probably take less time to find fuel for an actual rocket than beat this game all the way. This game is so agonizingly slow and minimal that I genuinely cannot find much more to say about this game. I noticed that for some reason, the level 6 rocket looks like Clifford the Big Red Dog chewed it, but that's mostly it. I have very little else I could possibly say about this game because it's just so fucking dull. I will admit, this game isn't nearly as bad as the Oreo game. At the very least, the gameplay is actually functional, despite being incredibly tedious. But that's like saying it's safer to fall out of a plane than from a 10-story building. Sure, you won't technically die as fast, but it still really fucking blows. This game sucks my frog slime so hard, I would rather burn in the volcanoes of Venus than play anymore. I would rather watch Space Jam than play Space Jams, despite how shitty that movie is, because at least it has a great theme song. I hate this game so fucking much, I don't even want to live in the same planet as this abomination. So I'm gonna send this game on a rocket into a black hole so that it can never escape back to Earth. Man, that game is so fucking lame. I never want to do anything involving outer space ever again. I just want to stay here on Earth for the rest of my life. In fact, that gives me an idea for a holiday episode on the show. And I know just the Flash game to go along with it. Surely this can't be too bad, right? Right? What you want? What you want? Come on.